on camera it's incredible, but when you see it in I wish everyone could just see it, because you walk in there and you're like, am I at a theme park?
Hello, Shailene Woodley.
Hey.
How are you today?
I'm really good. How are you?
It looks like you had to think about that, but good, very good.
No, I am. Like, I don't ever just want to be like, oh, I'm good, how are you? You know, you like want to actually be like, am I good? Yeah, actually, I'm really good.
Amazing. So let's get straight in there at the deep end. How have things changed for Tris and 4 since Divergent?
Well, when the film picks up, things haven't changed much, because it takes place a few days or weeks later after the Divergent movie ended. But as this film progresses, Tris, dealing with the loss of her parents and dealing with so much sadness from the first film and PTSD, she keeps 4 at bay, and she keeps secrets from him instead of letting him in. And I think she feels like she doesn't want to burden him with her issues and her problems. But ultimately what that does is create a wedge between the two of them. And so you see this fantastic partnership ebb and flow the entire movie, from being very close to being distant to being close and distant. And I think that that's realistic, because I think that often happens.
Definitely, exactly how relationships are in real life.
Right?
And it also seems like a massively emotional one for you, this one. How was that to act? Because it just felt like you must have had to put so much into that.
It was fun. It was nice to actually be in a big movie like this with green screens and studio heads and big, producers, and feel like oftentimes we were on a small movie set, because the characters were so rich and their storylines were so important, and we actually did get to dive into some emotional depths, which sometimes in big movies you don't have the opportunity to do.
Yeah, exactly. And looking back at the finished movie, is there a particular scene or moment that you look back on and you think you're just really proud of this, of how it turned out?
Yeah, I mean, there's many. The truth serum scene was tricky to do, because Theo and I were sort of questioning how we were meant to invent something that isn't real, and yet still make it feel honest and truthful and relatable. And so that took a while to get down the idea in our heads of what we wanted to do, and I think it turned out to be okay.
In terms of the action, it really felt like a step up this time. There was a lot more action, a lot more violence as well. How was that for you, kind of stunt-wise?
It was great. I mean, the action movies are always fun to do, because you get to do the stunts, and this film, I would say, was even more fun physically than Divergent. Divergent was a lot of fight choreography, and this one's a lot of wire work, so you'd go to work every day and put on a big harness, which is not comfortable, but then get to do like trapeze type things, and it's always just exciting. You feel like a little kid.
Cool. I thought the dynamics between Tris and Peter and Tris and Caleb as well were just really, really interesting, and they really developed this time round. Do you kind of think that Ansel and Miles have anything in common with their characters in real life?
I don't know that Ansel does. Miles doesn't have that rude, sort of evil streak that Peter... He's not evil, but that rude, sometimes misogynistic streak that Peter encompasses. But he does have the humor that Peter has.
Yeah, definitely. In the spirit of the truth serum, what are the best things and the worst things about working with Theo?
The best things is Theo didn't become an actor until he was in his late 20s, and so he had lived an entire life he went to university, he majored in philosophy, he's an intellect, and so some of the best things about working with him is he's classy, he's a gentleman, and he just gets this industry for what it's worth, and he loves acting, but then the excess of it all doesn't bug him at all, and he doesn't let it get to him, which is really a luxury. There aren't any bad things about working with him. I'm so lucky to have a partner in all of this who really just loves being an actor and loves the art of acting.
And last question, there are some absolutely incredible sets, as you've already kind of mentioned, but was there a favourite one?
I really loved the Factionless set.
It just looks incredible.
On camera it's incredible, but when you see it in I wish everyone could just see it, because you walk in there and you're like, am I at a theme park? Because they spent so much detail on, they would graffiti a wall that you never even see in the film, but that wall would take them 5 hours to graffiti. It was just mind-blowing.
Does that kind of help when you're getting into character as well?
Absolutely, because you walk in and you don't have to feign like, wow, this is incredible. You genuinely are awestruck.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.